Aunt Carol was adamant. The old birdbath, chipped and leaning, had been willed to her great-aunt, and therefore, by some convoluted logic, belonged to her. I knew it was nonsense. My grandfather had bought that birdbath at a yard sale in '78. But Carol wouldn't listen. She kept bringing up some supposed court decision from the early '80s, a ruling that apparently solidified her claim. I'd had enough. I sat down at my laptop, determined to find proof. I needed something official, something undeniable. I typed the exact phrase into the search bar: find public court records, cite gov filetype PDF opinion OR ruling. I filtered by date, trying to narrow down the early '80s. Page after page of property disputes, minor infractions, zoning appeals. Nothing about a birdbath. Nothing about the Miller family, which was Carol's side. Then, a PDF popped up. The case name was unfamiliar: Commonwealth vs. Henderson. The date was 1982. I clicked it. It wasn't about a birdbath. It wasn't even about property. It was an opinion regarding a local ordinance about public park maintenance. Specifically, it detailed the legal precedent for the city to acquire land for public use, even if it meant eminent domain. I almost closed it, frustrated. But then I saw a name mentioned in the footnotes, a witness statement from a local historian, Eleanor Vance. Eleanor Vance was my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother, who everyone always said had inherited the old Vance family farm, the one that had been sold off years ago to build the new high school. The ruling wasn't about the farm directly, but the footnote referenced a previous, much larger case. I dug deeper, using the new case number. That led me to a 1979 ruling, Vance vs. City of Willow Creek. This was it. This was the farm. The ruling wasn't about inheritance at all. It was about the city's acquisition of the Vance farm for the high school. And the inheritance everyone spoke of? It was the compensation my great-grandmother received from the city. A substantial sum, according to the documents. I printed the relevant pages. I called Aunt Carol. She started in on the birdbath again. I cut her off. Aunt Carol, the Vance farm wasn't inherited. It was sold to the city in '79. Great-grandma Eleanor got a huge payout. There was silence on the other end. Then, a small, almost imperceptible sigh. The farm, she whispered. But, we always said it was passed down. The court records say otherwise, I told her. It was a public acquisition. The money was used to buy the house we all grew up in. The birdbath argument never came up again. The focus shifted entirely. The family started talking about the farm, about Eleanor, about the house. The birdbath just sat there, chipped and leaning, forgotten. The argument was closed, not by proving who owned the birdbath, but by revealing a much larger, more significant truth that made the birdbath utterly irrelevant.